You've probably been told your whole life that walking is one of the best things you can do for your health. And for the most part, that's true. A good walk keeps your heart strong, your joints moving, and your mind clear. But what if I told you that after 70, too much walking might actually speed up aging instead of slowing it down? It sounds strange, but it's something more seniors need to understand. Now, before you start thinking, are they telling me to stop walking altogether? Absolutely not. Movement is essential. But as we age, the way we move becomes just as important as how often we move. Pushing your body too hard with long, frequent walks can lead to joint damage, muscle loss, and increased fatigue, all of which can make you feel older instead of younger. The good news? There are smarter, safer ways to stay active that give you all the benefits of movement without the extra wear and tear. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We'll cover why excessive walking can cause more harm than good, what signs to watch for in your body, and most importantly, what you should be doing instead to stay strong, mobile, and energized. Before we dive in, if you find this kind of content helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support us and allows us to keep bringing you valuable health and wellness tips. All right, let's get into it. A lot of people assume that the more you walk, the better your health will be. And for younger adults, that might be true. But after 70, our bodies don't bounce back the way they used to. Every step we take creates a small amount of stress on our joints. When we're younger, our cartilage, muscles, and bones recover quickly. But over time, our cartilage gets thinner, our muscles naturally weaken, and our bones lose density. That means the repetitive impact of long walks can lead to increased pain, inflammation, and even long-term damage. You might have already noticed it yourself. Maybe you used to enjoy long strolls around the neighborhood, but now, after a certain distance, your knees ache, your lower back feels stiff, or your feet swell up more than they used to. That's your body telling you that it's time to rethink how you exercise. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is assuming that if they're feeling sore, they just need to push through it. But pain isn't something to ignore. Unlike younger people, who might bounce back from overuse injuries in a few days, older adults take longer to heal. The wear and tear from excessive walking can speed up arthritis, cause chronic inflammation, and even make everyday movements harder in the long run. Another thing to consider is muscle loss, which happens naturally as we age. Walking is great for circulation, but it doesn't do much to help you build or maintain muscle. And losing muscle mass is one of the biggest reasons people start to feel weaker as they get older. If walking is your only form of exercise, you might actually be making this problem worse. Without enough strength training or variety in movement, your legs may be working, but the rest of your body is missing out. Let's talk about balance. Many seniors rely on walking as their primary exercise. But if you're not incorporating balance training or flexibility work, you could be increasing your risk of falls. Think about it. Walking is repetitive. It moves your body forward, but it doesn't challenge your stability in different directions. Over time, this can lead to weaker stabilizing muscles, which are crucial for preventing falls. A misstep on uneven pavement or a slippery surface could turn into a serious injury, simply because the body hasn't been trained to react quickly. Fatigue is another issue many people overlook. Have you ever gone for a long walk and felt completely drained afterward instead of energized? That's because overexertion at this stage of life can have the opposite effect of what you expect. Instead of boosting your endurance, it can wear you down, making it harder to recover and leaving you feeling tired for the rest of the day. This kind of exhaustion can also affect sleep, making it harder to rest properly at night, which then leads to even more fatigue the next day. Hydration and nutrition play a big role here too. Walking for extended periods can lead to dehydration faster than you might expect, especially in warmer weather. As we age, Our bodies don't retain water as efficiently, and we don't always feel thirst as strongly as we once did. Without proper hydration, long walks can cause dizziness, weakness, and an increased risk of falls. The same goes for nutrition. If you're not fueling your body with enough protein and healthy fats, excessive walking can actually break down muscle rather than build it. So, does this mean you should stop walking altogether? Of course not. But it does mean you should start paying closer attention to how your body responds and make adjustments that will keep you moving without unnecessary strain. Walking should be part of a well-rounded routine, not the only form of exercise you rely on. If you've been walking the same long distances for years, but are now feeling more aches and pains, that's a sign that it's time to switch things up. The key is balance. Less repetitive stress on your joints, more strength-building exercises, and movement that challenges different muscle groups. Now that we've covered why too much walking can be a problem, let's talk about some smarter, more effective ways to stay active that will keep you strong, energized, and pain-free. So, if excessive walking can cause problems, what should you be doing instead? The good news is that there are plenty of ways to stay active that are gentler on your joints, better for your muscles, and more effective at keeping you strong and energized. Let's go over a few options that will help you stay fit without putting too much strain on your body. One of the best alternatives to long walks is strength training. A lot of people assume lifting weights is only for younger folks or bodybuilders, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Strength training is actually one of the most important things you can do after 70. Unlike walking, which mainly works your lower body endurance, strength training helps build and maintain muscle mass all over. And maintaining muscle is the key to staying mobile, preventing falls, and keeping your metabolism running efficiently. Now, before you start picturing yourself lifting heavy dumbbells at the gym, let's clear something up. Strength training doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. Simple body weight exercises, resistance bands, or light dumbbells are all you need to build strength safely. Chair squats, wall push-ups, and gentle resistance band pulls are great places to start. The key is consistency. Just 2 to 3 sessions a week can make a huge difference in how you feel, move, and age. Another great option is swimming or water aerobics. If you have access to a pool, this is one of the best forms of exercise for older adults. The buoyancy of the water reduces stress on your joints, while still providing enough resistance to keep your muscles engaged. Swimming can improve cardiovascular health, increase flexibility, and strengthen muscles without the impact that comes with walking long distances. Even simple movements in the water, like leg lifts or arm circles, can help build strength in a way that feels gentle and refreshing. If you prefer to stay on land, consider cycling. A stationary bike or a regular bicycle is a great way to stay active while reducing the strain on your joints. Unlike walking, cycling doesn't create the same repetitive impact on your knees and hips. Instead, it allows you to build leg strength and improve circulation with smooth, controlled movements. If balance is a concern, a stationary bike is a safe and effective option that keeps you moving without the risk of falls. Balance and flexibility exercises should also be a key part of your routine. As we age, our risk of falls increases, and one of the main reasons is a lack of stability. Walking in a straight line does not challenge your balance in the way that targeted exercises do. That's why practices like Tai Chi or yoga can be so beneficial. Tai Chi in particular has been shown to improve balance, coordination, and even mental focus. The slow, controlled movements strengthen stabilizing muscles, making everyday activities like stepping off a curb or reaching for something on a high shelf feel easier and safer. Yoga is another fantastic way to stay active without overloading your joints. It helps improve flexibility, posture, and balance, while also providing a calming effect on the nervous system. And don't worry, you don't have to twist yourself into a pretzel. There are plenty of gentle yoga poses designed specifically for seniors. Even chair yoga can provide major benefits without requiring you to get down on the floor. The key is to focus on slow, controlled movements that improve your mobility without straining your body. Let's not forget about something that is often overlooked: daily functional movement. Instead of long walks that can wear out your joints, try incorporating movement throughout your day in a way that feels natural and beneficial. Simple activities like standing up from a chair without using your hands, lifting light grocery bags, or even practicing balance by standing on one foot for a few seconds can keep your body strong in a way that directly benefits your daily life. Another great option is dancing. It's fun, engaging, and provides both a cardiovascular and balance challenge without the harsh impact of long walks. Whether it's ballroom dancing, line dancing, or just putting on your favorite music and moving around your living room, dance keeps your heart healthy, improves coordination, and lifts your mood. Plus, it's something you can do with friends, making it a social activity as well. Speaking of social activities, staying active doesn't always mean formal exercise. Gardening, playing with grandchildren, or even walking at a leisurely pace while enjoying nature can provide movement without overexertion. The key is variety. When you mix up your activities, you prevent overuse injuries while keeping different muscle groups engaged. Now, you might be wondering how to put all of this together into a routine that works for you. A good starting point is to aim for a mix of low-impact cardiovascular exercise, strength training, balance work, and flexibility exercises. For example, you might do strength training twice a week, add in a short cycling session or swim, and incorporate yoga or Tai Chi a couple of times a week. The goal is to keep your body moving in different ways so that no single movement pattern is overworked. Listening to your body is key. If you notice that long walks are leaving you more tired than refreshed, or if you're experiencing joint pain that lingers for days, it's a sign that you need to adjust your routine. Movement should leave you feeling strong, not worn out. It's about moving smarter, not just more. Now that we've covered the best ways to stay active without excessive walking, let's take a look at how you can put these strategies into action while keeping your energy high and your body feeling its best. By now, you understand that while walking is good, too much of it can lead to unnecessary strain, joint pain, and even muscle loss. You also know that there are smarter, more balanced ways to stay active. But let's take this a step further and talk about how you can actually put these strategies into practice while keeping your body strong and your energy levels high. One of the most important things you can do is create a weekly routine that includes a variety of movements. If you've been walking every day for years, shifting to a new routine might feel unfamiliar at first, but your body will thank you. A good approach is to balance cardiovascular activity, strength training, flexibility work, and functional movement. For example, instead of walking long distances every day, you could aim for 3 shorter walks per week, combined with 2 days of strength training and a session of yoga or Tai Chi. If you enjoy water exercise, swap a walk for a swim. If you prefer cycling, add that in as a low-impact alternative. The key is to create a mix that feels good and keeps you active without wearing you down. Strength training should be a top priority. Without strong muscles, even daily activities like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs become harder over time. If you've never done strength training before, start small. Bodyweight exercises like squats, seated leg lifts, and gentle arm movements with light weights or resistance bands can be incredibly effective. If you're hesitant about using weights, remember this: muscle loss is one of the biggest reasons older adults lose independence. The stronger your muscles are, the easier it is to stay mobile and do the things you love. And the best part? You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Even lifting small household items, doing modified push-ups against a countertop, or using a resistance band can help keep your muscles engaged. Let's not forget balance training. Falls are one of the biggest risks as we age, and improving balance can help prevent them. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds, heel-to-toe walking, or practicing slow, controlled movements from Tai Chi can do wonders for your stability. The stronger your balance, the more confident you'll feel in your movements, whether you're stepping off a curb or reaching for something on a high shelf. Hydration and recovery are just as important as movement. Many people don't realize that dehydration can make muscles feel stiff and increase fatigue. As we age, our bodies don't signal thirst as strongly, so it's easy to drink less water than we actually need. Aim to drink water consistently throughout the day, especially if you're exercising. If you feel sluggish, tired, or sore after activity, check if you're drinking enough water and getting enough protein to support muscle recovery. Speaking of recovery, let's talk about rest. Some people believe that staying active means never slowing down, but the truth is that your body needs time to heal and rebuild. Overexercising can lead to fatigue, soreness, and even a higher risk of injury. Instead of pushing through discomfort, allow your body time to rest. Active recovery, like gentle stretching, light movement, or a slow walk in nature, can help keep you moving without overloading your muscles and joints. Now, let's talk about mindset. One of the biggest challenges people face when changing their routine is the fear of doing something different. If you've relied on walking as your primary exercise for years, it might feel strange to scale back or replace it with other activities. But remember, change isn't about doing less. It's about doing what's best for your body at this stage of life. Movement should help you feel strong and energized, not exhausted and achy. Start by making small adjustments. If you usually walk an hour every day, try cutting that time in half and replacing it with a few strength exercises. If you're hesitant about trying something new, look for beginner-friendly classes in your area or online. Many communities offer senior-friendly fitness programs, and some gyms even have sessions designed specifically for older adults. And don't be afraid to make movement fun. Exercise doesn't have to feel like a chore. Dance in your living room, play with your grandkids, take up gardening, or find a hobby that keeps you active in a way that feels enjoyable. The more you enjoy your movement, the more likely you are to stick with it. Before we wrap up, here's the most important takeaway. You don't have to give up walking altogether, but you do need to listen to your body. If long walks are making you feel worse instead of better, it's time to rethink your routine. Shift your focus to movements that build strength, improve balance, and support long-term health. When you move smarter, not just more, you'll feel better, stay stronger, and enjoy a more active, fulfilling life. If this video was helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support us, and we'd love to keep bringing you content that makes a difference in your health and well-being. Also, let us know in the comments, what's your favorite way to stay active? Have you noticed any changes in how your body responds to exercise as you've gotten older? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. And remember, taking care of your body doesn't mean doing more. It means doing what's right for you.